Oh, I see people joining. Hi, Maureen from Southwest Florida. Nice to have you here. You're coming in from YouTube. Vicky Sumner, thanks for coming, joining us via Facebook. Oh, I have to shut this off. I'm just making sure that I'm live on this end. Hi, Lynn from Southern New Jersey. You're having the same kind of weather we are here in Long Island, I'm sure. Hi, Patty. How are you? Okay, we'll just wait for a couple more. And I want to make sure I am live in both places and I can see comments. And we'll get started. Just a second. As you can see, we're using Irresistible Blooms tonight. It's pretty. And I like that there's a few colors that appear to be coming back into our color lineup. Pretty Peacock and, oh, Lost Lagoon, I think. But we'll talk about that as we work. And I'm not finding myself, so, oh, hold on. Maybe now I will. This is always such a chore, just trying to find myself on, I don't know why it just doesn't come up. You'd think that I would be the first one on the screen because it's my video, but that's not always the case. All right, I found myself, but I'm not seeing any comments on here. We'll see later. I'll watch this one. Hi, Kelly. I'd say Patty. You said you're good. Maureen asked, where on Long Island am I? I am in Limbrook, New York. So pretty close to Queens, if you're familiar, and just about 35 minutes east of Manhattan. That would be a 35-minute car drive. That's where I am. Are you from Long Island or have family here? Your allergies are acting up again. A little bit. Not too bad, but yeah, a little bit. And also, I was away for a number of days last week into the weekend. We were away. We went up to, if I'm sure you're familiar, Patty, Lake George. We went to, we stayed at a resort up there for the weekend. So, hot tub, pool, so getting a little nasally. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Nancy from Oklahoma. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Stacy. Okay, we have a lot of people on joining in, and I'm seeing comments and I'm seeing names, so that's good. I don't know if I did something. And Maureen says, born and raised in Centereach. Mom was Bayville and dad Glen Cove. Okay, I have friends in Glen Cove. Bayville, I've been to a couple of weddings there. They have a Halloween festival there too that I took my daughter to a few times when she was young. And Centereach, you probably, I don't know, maybe, what's that, 45, 50 minutes, maybe no more than an hour from me east, which is really not very far. But yeah, Glen Cove, yeah, I'm very familiar. Nice to have you here. Okay, I'm going to put my laptop to the side since I can see comments, and we'll get started. Thanks for being here. I think I'm live in both of my locations on Facebook and on YouTube. Okay, everything's checked. Comments are coming in this week. That's nice. I'm glad to see that. I don't know if I touched something, but whatever. Hi, Debbie, upstate New York. Where about? I have family in Syracuse. Let us know where you're from. They're Manlius, to be exact. But anyway, I'll look for that comment. I look for Debbie to respond. Anyway, let's get started. So just for anybody that's new, I do see a couple of names that I haven't seen before. So I'm glad you're here. My name is Antoinette Bay. I am with the Paper Papillion, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lynbrook, New York. And I'm really glad that you're here to join me tonight. We're going to make a sweet and simple card again tonight. I think we did that last week. At the end of the program, let's say, I will be drawing for a card from everyone that commented last week on my live. I will be drawing a card that I made a couple of weeks ago. The reason I'm not drawing last week's card is because last week's card is going into a different drawing, which I'll explain later if you weren't here last week. I'll talk a little bit after our live. I'll talk a little bit between Syracuse and Watertown. Okay. So I'm somewhat familiar. I spent my summers in Syracuse from when I was 8 until I was about 16. My mom's sister and family, my cousins, my uncle are in Syracuse. If you're familiar, Pavone's Pizza, it's pretty famous up there in Syracuse. They've been there probably 45 years. And they're big with the college. Just that's my family. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, at the end of the program, I'll also talk about my card kit to go and a couple of other things. So let's get started with what we're using. Now, these things are not orderable right now, but they are all coming back. So the stamp set and dies are coming back in April, middle of April. The paper comes back April 3rd. And these little dots that I like them, they come back May 1st. So this stuff has obviously been very popular, and that's a good thing. And at least they're coming back. So I'm glad to hear that. So I'll use this probably at least another couple of times before they actually come back, just to, introduce it a little bit more. But these I'm covering up to put on the side because the whole thing will flip over. We're going to use a couple of stamps. We're not using tonight. I decided not to focus on the stamps. We will use the sentiments, but not the flowers and the leaves tonight. I decided not to focus on that. Actually, I might pull this one out, the little grunge, the splatters. I might pull that out. And then we're using the dies, and we'll get our die cutting out of the way. I'll show you what else we're using. If you have any questions, there are, hi, Sonia. There are, there's information in the description here. And if you're not on my newsletter, you might want to join it because you'll get the tutorial for this tomorrow it goes out. I schedule it for 5 o'clock on Wednesdays. So you'll get the tutorial in my newsletter for this, and you'll get measurements and instruction and some more photos. So the newsletter link is in the description of this live. So I decided, we're using this Basics 3D embossing folder. This is a pack of 3, and I was thinking I might use the polka dots tonight, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to use this one here. This has been my favorite. So I'm going to use that one. I'm going to put this aside. I am using some of the flowers out of this paper, and I'm die cutting them. And I'm using flowers out of this paper, and I'm die cutting them. So the dies cut out these two sizes of flowers. And then I'm going to use, on my original, I cut some of this out and put it on the inside. I'm going to do something different tonight. And then I'm going to use this paper. So we have 3 different patterns or styles that we're using here tonight. And this is a card that my team is going to make at our team meeting on March 23rd. They'll be making this card plus 2 others in our team meeting. And then next week, I'll be giving away this card by doing a random drawing as usual. I'll be doing that next week. So I've already cut out some of the flowers, but I do have to die cut these. So I'll put these up here for now, and then I'll take out some of the pieces. So we have the envelope. We'll do that later. And we have this piece. And I hope the lighting's okay. I have a ton of lights here, and I just feel like it might be a little dark. Is the lighting okay? Hi, Lois. Thanks, Patty, for reminding Lois we were on. Some of them I already die cut. We'll put that to the side. And then here's our base. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this piece down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to take this to 4 1/4. Even though I only need a 4-inch, I'm taking it to 4 1/4 for a reason, because I'm going to cut that. Hold on. It doesn't matter which side. I'm going to put this piece to the side. We'll be using that for the envelope later. So I wanted 4 1/4 all the way across because I want to use the strips that are going to be left over on the inside of the card, and the card measures 4 1/4 across. So I'm going to cut these two pieces down here. This is going to go down to 5 1/2. Oh, actually, nope. It's going to be 5 1/4. So I have a 1/2 inch strip and a 1/4 inch strip, which is fine. And this is perfect because I'm using this on the envelope as well. So I'm going to put these little strips on the side too. So now I'm going to bring this back and cut it down to 4. I'm saving all these little strips. Well, they're going to be very useful on the envelope. So I have a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece. And I'll put that on the side. We'll bring out our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And hopefully it's a little bit further away from the camera. And I'll bring out the dies and we'll get those cut up, die cut. Now, I did some of the prep work, but I did want to make sure that we cut some of them here to show the process. Even if you're an experienced stamper, I wanted to show some of the process. We're going to use these leaves as well. We're going to die cut those. And so I'm not using everything tonight because I want to save some for another card. And I'm, like I said, I'm not doing any stamping of the flowers tonight, but we will do stamping on another live with those flowers. Okay, so these are fairly easy to put on. They're very, sometimes you have to spin it around and around to figure out where it goes, but these are really easy to see where they go. But I'm going to hold it down with Post-it note tape. That's the smaller one. This is the larger one. And I hope it doesn't make a liar out of me. I just have to spin it the right way. And let's see, is it this way? It is making a liar out of me. No, I got it. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to, when you're looking in this angle, to find the right spot. And then I'm just going to put a leaf down. So these are all, I just cut them out of the paper so we can have an easier time just cutting these. Now this is the 2-leaf. Hold on, let me move that over a little bit. Hi, oh, thanks Stacy for sharing. Lighting is good. Okay, thank you very much for letting me know that. Okay. Whoop. Okay, so now we can cut those. And I'm just bringing it back. It's just easier to just bring it back. And then we have very nicely cut leaves. Put that up there. So yeah, my husband and I decided to take a long weekend, and we went up to Lake George. And as I said, Patty and Stacy, you guys might be familiar with. I'm sure Stacy definitely is. Lake George. We stayed at the Sagamore Resort. It was really nice. They filmed an episode of Billions at that resort. And it was, you know, hot tub and pool, indoor heated pool. Oh, we have one more flower to do, one more smaller flower. It's just really nice to relax. I mean, it's winter time. There's not a whole lot to do. Everything's closed up there. And we ate in the restaurant in the hotel, which was good. We found a breakfast place, and then we ate dinners at the hotel. And the food was good. The, you know, company was good there. It was just nice. It was really nice. We like to do that little getaway. We go to Montauk a lot because that's only 2.5 hours away, whereas Lake George is 4 hours away. Okay, now I'm going to take this strip. But it was a nice drive. The weather was good. I mean, it snowed a little bit in the morning, one of the days, but it cleared up and it was sunny, and we took a nice drive a couple of times, different areas. Got a history lesson because I don't remember, Fort William Henry to Ticonderoga. My husband loves history, so got a little history lesson. What else? Let's get these leaves out of there. So it was fun. It was relaxing. We need that once in a while to just get away, relax, away from the house, away from the regular routine, and away from taking care of the dog every day. My daughter had the dog, so it's just nice. I highly recommend a short little vacation. Oh, we do need it one more time. Okay, so we're going to take this piece and this piece, and this just fits. So I want it to go pretty close to the top, pretty close left and right, about the same amount. Yeah, maybe down just a little bit. And that, I'm going to have that piece. Did it move? I want to make sure it didn't move. I didn't think I need to put my Post-it note on it. Nope, it's good. Okay. And this should be good with just that one pass through. And it is. That's cute, right? Hi, Carol. Hi, Pam from North Carolina. I hope you have nice weather in North Carolina. Stacy says, love Lake George. Beautiful hotel. Yeah, Sagamore is a beautiful hotel. It's old. Back in the heyday, that's when all the rich people went. Now it's just regular Joes like us. Okay, so there's that piece. And the die cutting is done. Oh, I have to bring it back again because I forgot. This is what I didn't do last time on my original. I forgot to do the embossing on this. So we're going to do it now. Where's my embossing plate? Let's see. Here it is. Okay. One more time, folks. I'm sorry. And then we're done with this. We better be anyway. Okay, so this is the 3D embossing folder. So we don't need the shim. We just need the base and this gray plate, and we can run that through. All right. So there we have a little bit of something there. Now I'm putting these away. Okay, let's bring everything back. Let's put this stuff away so I don't lose anything. So I used to put these on magnets, and now I just leave them in the case, and I leave them wrapped around the stamp set that it belongs to. Because doing all that stuff is just way too much work, and I'd rather create than spend the time doing that stuff. Okay, let's do our sentiment. I'm going to do the sentiment in Blushing Bride. Even though this paper doesn't say there's any Blushing Bride in it, it's Flirty Flamingo. That looks more Blushing Bride to me. And I tried the Flirty Flamingo and I felt like it was a little too bright. So we'll stamp and then we'll cut that down. Cold and windy. The wind cuts right through you. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness. It was windy here today and snowy, but not too bad. Okay. So I'll just I'm using I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend because I wanted something long. So we're going to do that one. And I want to ink it up good because it's a lighter color. And I'll stamp it right in the middle. And I'm going to cut it down. So I'm going to cut it down a little bit. I like to have it be a little bit larger so I do have room to cut it down if I want to. And when I was a kid, my dad, and my parents, we went to Lake George a few times. I remember a couple of trips that we went on. My memory is terrible, but I do remember a couple of trips that we went on to Lake George when I was a kid. But I don't think Lake George isn't someplace we've actually gone to in a long time. I mean, my husband and I don't think we've ever gone to Lake George in all the years that we're married. Okay, now I'm going to cut this kind of close and cut a little bit off and then flag the edges. So you cut up the middle and then up the sides. And then same on the other side. I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Up the middle. I think I was a little off on that one, and the sides. Okay. So there's our sentiment, and now we can build the card. Okay. So this is our thick white cardstock. And my bloom folder, make sure I'm in camera. And I'm going to, before I do anything, I'm going to place this on top of here. I'm going to see which side I'm going to use this side, have the yellow up. On my original, I had this, the blush on top and the yellow on the bottom, and now I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm going to use some liquid glue here and get my mat. And I'm probably going to have to pierce this. Oh no, I don't. I'm going to add a couple of dots, oops, to, no, I'm making a mess of it. Came out faster than I expected. Okay, let's move this, let's glue, and we'll put this right on top. Try to center it. Now you could use dimensionals too, but I don't want too much dimension. This has to get mailed to somebody next week. Okay. Just trying to see if there's any questions. Okay, so now that got glued up to the top, right? And the back of the paper is pretty too. We could have used that side if we wanted to, but I wanted those little circles to match with this circle. And now we're going to go ahead and glue this part down to the base. And I'm going to glue it up on top. Is that the top? Yes. Up to the top. Move it a little. So I have the same amount of space on each side. And then make sure it's not showing off the back. Okay, that's where I want it. It's good. All right. So now I already have pieces for the inside cut. So I'm going to go ahead, and before we continue on with the outside, let's continue on with the inside first, since these are cut. And I have these strips, right? So these extra strips, one is going to go across the bottom. So there's that 4 1/4 inch mark that I made earlier. That's why I cut it to 4 1/4. I'm going to put that down here. That'll go down there. Whoops. And it's hanging over just a little bit. That's okay. And then we'll take a larger one for down here. And these leaves right there. Possibly another here. Yeah, that'll look pretty on the inside, right? So let's do that. Pretty insides. Okay. And then flower. Now these, like I said, were cut previously. I didn't want to sit on Facebook Live and have you watch me cut too many pieces. Okay. Oh, this piece I forgot. That's the nice thing about this paper, is that they do, if you're not in the mood for stamping, you could just die cut. Or fussy cut if you don't have the dies now, or if you don't decide to get the dies at some point. So this is hanging over just a little, so of course I have to cut that. It's bothering me. Now I'm going to take another strip and put it at the top. This one's is a little bit thinner. So I'm going to put that one at the top. If I wanted to, I could cut down that larger piece here, but I don't feel it's necessary. So I am just going to put this one at the top and use the smaller flower on this side. And here, I'll just use one leaf, I think. Or maybe even go like that. Yeah, I think I'll go like that. Okay. All right. And then we'll just cut this little piece hanging off. Okay, so there's the inside, but let's stamp a sentiment. So I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. And on the inside, am I going to put this? I don't think I didn't leave enough room down here, so I'm not going to put it. We're not going to put a sentiment on the inside. We'll leave it alone. Could always grab a sentiment from another set. I did not think about my sentiment on the inside. I'll show you what I did on my sample. Hi, Diana. Nice to see you. Okay, so there is the inside for now. I don't think we'll do anything else. I don't think it needs anything else. We have a top, we have a bottom, something different. Each week it's been a little bit different. And now we'll start layering. Now I don't need this or this. We'll use these later on the envelope possibly. And now I'm going to take this and use dimensionals. I'll put that right in the center. I have to clean that up. There's a little bit of glue there. Actually, I think I'm going to bring this down just a little. I want to be able to fit my flowers nicely. Okay. And now we'll start layering flowers. So the first thing I want to do is take the largest flower and put a dimensional behind there. I'm just going to put one dimensional. I need to slip things on the inside. So for now, I'm just going to put one dimensional. I'm not even going to press really tight on it because I want to make sure that I have things in the right place. There's a little bit of tape on here and it's bothering me. And then we'll slip this one in there. And this yellow one down at the bottom. Oh, thank you, Diana. 51 years ago, went to Lake George for a honeymoon. Very nice. That was I think that was a place, that was quite the hopping place back then, Carol. 51 years. Wow, congratulations. Let's see. Okay, now we can start slipping the leaves in. But first, I'm just going to place one there, place one here. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, this piece is driving me nuts. It's from the tape. It's on my finger now. And then one more around here, I think. I think maybe lifting this a little bit. A little down here. And this one a little bit further. And then this. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe it's this one I have to move a little. It's so funny how 1/8 of an inch matters. It really does. It matters. Okay. So now I'll take, I need to put a glue dot here. Let me actually, nope, not yet. I'm going to take a dimensional on this leaf, throw it in there, and now I'll use a glue dot. And that will go behind there. Why is it such a problem? Why are you being such a problem tonight? I guess this one's going down first. Okay. I was thinking about like distressing, like adding some ink to the edges. And then I said, no, let's keep it clean. Let's keep it simple. Let's not go crazy. So I stuck with what I did on my original. I'm sticking with what I did on my original. That's what I should say. Okay. Now this one goes under there. And let's see. And this one will stick in here instead of down here. And then we're going to toss some more dimensionals in there to secure the card. Throw this one here. And then a little leaf here. So there's 3 different leaves, a fatter one, a thinner one, and then like a curvy one. So this is the fatter one. This is the thinner one, and then this one is curvy. If you can see the differences. And so the curvy one, I'll just throw right in here. So they're not 3 of the same leaves. They're different shapes and sizes. They're different sizes, I should say. Okay, now let's get, I will secure this. I don't have to secure it right now with additional dimensionals. We're good the way we are. But I do want to get some gems. Oh, I almost forgot twine. Where's my twine? Almost forgot twine. Okay, I have a piece already bowed. Actually, I might want a larger piece if I can find one in here that's already cut. These are just cuts that were either too long or too short. And right now they're all coming up too short. Hold on, let me see what I could find here. They're all too short here. Okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta go grab a piece of twine. Okay. The right size. Now this one will be too long, but that's okay. I'm better with long than I am with short. I can't work with the short. I'd rather have extra and cut it down. Okay. So I'm just going to put a dab of glue right here. I'm not going to use a glue dot because it's too big for this very thin little piece. So the glue is kind of hidden under the flower. And then that will just stick. If I could get the glue off my fingers, it'll stick. Now let's get these gems. And then we'll do the envelope. And then we'll call it a card. Let's see. I'm just going to do 3, I think, on this card. So I'll put one here, and maybe one down here. Where's my tweezers? Okay, so I'm going to grab my tweezers instead of my take your pick tool because I think I ran out of putty. I'm going to put a big one down here. These are frosted. They're so pretty. So pretty. So I'm kind of looking forward for them to come back. And there are different sizes in here. So, and I'll put a smaller one here. There's really, really tiny ones too, but I don't want the really, really tiny ones. Not right now. On my original card, I put like 5, but I'm just going to put 3. I think 3 is enough. And then this we can put like that. Like I said, I'll secure it again with some more dimensionals, but not at this very moment. Let's get the envelope. Let's see what we're going to do with that now. If we're going to do it the same way that I did Let's cover this before they go all over the place. I love this whole suite. So many different ways you can make cards with it. Very true. This is the first card I've made with it, Lois, but I have to make 2 more. I love flowers too. Me too. Love flowers. I don't know. I don't get myself into working with a lot of other stuff, but I really need to. All right, so why don't we use, I am going to go with what I did on my envelope. I don't want to show you, but I will share it. Let's see. Let's go with what I did in my envelope. So I took a tiny strip and I put it on the left side of the envelope. And I'm really just going to go with the glue right on the envelope. I just need a dab. Okay, and I will go like that. Bring it all the way down. Okay, we can cut that. And then this one's going to go on here. Now I'm going to do what I've been doing lately, and that's just leaving part of the white. This is still too small, so I'm going to leave part of the white open on the top and just do a small portion here. Let's see. Yep, that'll do it. Now at times I've been using those basic borders to cut the envelope, but tonight we're just going to cut it because we are going to use some of the cut flowers that I've previously cut on here and the leaves. And I do feel that these can definitely go in the mail. However, I do need to secure some of this with a little bit more glue. Okay. Just want to make sure it's nice and glued if you're going to mail it. Okay, so we'll use the bigger one for the front. Oh no, do I not have any more leaves? Shoot, I don't have any more leaves. So we're going to cut another leaf to the front and we'll use the smaller one this time. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe they're in here. Maybe not. Oh, I know one other thing I wanted to do to this card. I have pre-cut a couple more flowers because I want to try something. So let's just cut these leaves really quick. There's some, I didn't have any more cut. I guess I used more on my card than I thought I was going to use. So let's do that. And it'll take just a minute to do that. So we'll cut this. We'll cut it. And just this one, and we will move on. Let's see. Okay, now we can move that. All right, so now one will go in the front and one will go in the back. Yeah, we'll go like this. I used the smaller one on the front early. Oh, wait, we'll use this one. I hand cut this one. And I don't want to use I don't want to use 3 leaves since I'm going to use this one. I just want to use 2. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Instead of this big one, it's a little bit monstrous. I don't want to use that big. Go like that. And this one has is multicolored, so if you could tell, there's multicolors in that. Oh. And here I am gonna do something on the front of the envelope with a sentiment. I'm gonna put hello on the front. I like that. That's kind of fun. And then on the back, this is where we'll take this leaf, maybe that. Let's go on this side. Let's do a different side. I'm a righty. I always tend to put things on the right, but I'm going to go left. I'm going to be daring. Stick that there. What I think I might do is this washed, stamp on that. When I use the stamps, maybe I'll stamp on that. Okay, let's leave that there. Pretty envelope. Everything's sticking nicely. Now, this could have been a little bit thinner, I think, but that's okay. So there's the front and there's the back. And what else? Oh, the other thing I wanted to do here. So I had cut this one and I was thinking I was going to dimensional it, but I don't want it to be exact. So I'm going to take, I saw it in the catalog actually where they took the inside of another flower that was a different shape and put it on top. So this I'm going to dimensional and we'll put that one on top. So I just cut the inside of another flower and I'm using it for the top of this to add a little bit more dimension, and it's a little bit of a different shape. So, and there you have it. Your envelope. That's the front. Let's do this. We never do this. I'm going to put this in the card. So whoever wins this card next week when I call the winner, you're going to get it. Well, you won't get it with the card inside there. I don't usually do that. I put it in a cello bag, and the envelope is usually behind the card. And but this is how, if you're going to mail it, look at how pretty that is if you got that addressed to you in the mail, right? Isn't that nice? And then you open you see your flap, and the recipient's going to be like, oh, look at that flap. That's so different. And then they're going to open the card and say, wow, that's beautiful. Right? And wow, even the inside's decorated. That's awesome. Anyway, there you go. Just having a little fun with it, right? There you go. That's going to be for all the comments and shares this week. Somebody will get this. I'll show you my original, which looks just like this, only has some more. Here's the envelope. I messed up in so many places when I was creating this one. I couldn't even take pictures of it. I have to take pictures of this one tonight. Usually I do it during the day, so I have nice daylight for my pictures, but tonight it's going to be this card because this one got so messed up. It's all ripped up because I made mistakes. I didn't do any embossing here. The inside I did a little different. I took another piece of this flower here on the envelope is part of this piece of paper, which is this whole piece of paper. Where is it? Where is that guy? Let's see here. This one, it's really pretty. And I just kind of cut this right side and I put it on the inside, but that was too much fussy cutting right there. So I didn't want to do that again. So that's the differences between this one and the one we just did. And I like the one we just did better. How come I'm not seeing this whole thing in the screen? Yeah, I like the top and bottom. And I like the difference that it's not the same size on top as it is on the bottom. Hi, Nancy. Thank you. Colleen, thank you. Pretty card. Thanks. We'll have to play with my set this weekend. Yes, you do have to play with it, Stacy. It's fun. It's nice. I'm looking forward to making 2 more cards for my team meeting with this set. Okay, so let's move on to some other things that I talked about earlier. I hope you like that. Simple. When you're using the die cutting and you don't have to fussy cut. So as usual, you guys know I have a Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial where we each make a card or projects. One of them is a scrapbook page, and mine, this is what you get. You get, this one's February. So stick with me for those of you that have been here before and heard the speech. But when you spend a minimum $35 in my online store, you get automatically a handmade thank you card and a Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial, which contains 10 projects from 10 of my 10 demonstrators, including myself. And one of them is usually a scrapbook page. So if you like scrapbooking, so when you do that and you use the host code that's in the description of this video, you will get with a $35 minimum order. This is February. I don't have March printed out, but this is my card for March. Again, with the envelope and this, and the inside is decorated a little bit too. I just show a sneak peek of that. So that's what you get, that tutorial, and you can make my card if you wanted. Let's see. And Patty, I won't forget Prize Patrol tonight, but if I do, remind me. And because I'm going to go through all of this before I go through Prize Patrol. If anyone is interested in having someone in their family or friends give you a gift certificate, I have gift certificates. You can always purchase a gift certificate with me. And I have a team, and I'm trying to grow my team a little bit more. And this is the welcome packet that my team members get. And inside will be information that's not in there right now. I didn't print it out yet. And the information packet's always in here. And then we have my March card kit to go. So many of you have ordered this kit, and I'm really very excited about it. So far, it's the biggest one that I've had. So thank you so much. And I will show with anyone here that might be new. I did see a couple of new names that might be interested in seeing what the March kit to go looks like. So it is 4 cards, and I'll show you the cards. It comes, this month is coming, March's is coming in a Jiffy padded envelope, usually with a box. This time we'll not have a box because we're putting 6x12 paper inside. So I'll move this out of the way. So I'll give you a quick glimpse of the cards. They are 4 fun folds. 4 fun folds. I won't show you the fun folds. I'll just give you a glimpse of the cards. So Heather created these first 2, and this is just a glimpse of the cards really quickly. That one is Heather's, and this one is Heather's. This one is mine, and this one is mine. And they are really fun cards to make. And you get enough materials to make 2 of each card. So this is what the packets look like. And for each card, you have enough material to make 2 cards. And then you also get a full pack. However, it will be cut down to 6x12, but you'll get a full pack of Hues of Happiness, which is on low inventory right now. But as of this morning, it was still available, and I ordered enough for 2 more. I still have 2 more spots. So I ordered enough on Saturday when I saw it was on low inventory for everybody that ordered so far, and plus 2 extra, and it's still available. So I'm hoping that if anyone else wants to get it, that the paper will still be available. And if not, I can always work it out because I have friends that probably have this paper. But you get a full pack cut to 6 by 12, so it fits in the envelope. And these beautiful iridescent pearls. So you get a full pack of the pearls and a full pack of the paper cut to 6 by 12. And then for everyone that has ordered so far, last week I made, here's the tag. Here's the little tag that I made for this package. And last week I made this card showing you how I used the basic borders and the inside and used it on the inside. And then I made 2 more other than this one previously. So this is using timber and then a basic border here. And then this is using the stitch greenery and then the extras of the basic border on the inside. And then, of course, the envelopes are decorated as well. So for everyone that that ordered the March card kit to go, your name will be in a drawing. I will draw next week. I'm going to have this last drawing be on Facebook or YouTube here, but from then on, I'm going to do it offline because there are people purchasing that I don't know. I don't know them from Facebook or YouTube. I don't know if they've followed me. They've probably followed me here, but I've never heard. I don't know if they want their names blasted here on Facebook or YouTube. So I will spin it. And then trying to think, everyone may not, I may just use a first name and a last initial because I want to be respectful of people that may not be on Facebook or YouTube and don't want, or they are, but they don't want their name splattered publicly. I don't know. So I just thought about that. I sent the card to someone who won the from the first 2 months I did the kit, I did one of those keepsake cards, and she won it, and I sent it to her. I haven't heard from her, but I'm just thinking, I don't even know where she's from, and I just started thinking about being respectful of people's privacy. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just spin the wheel, and maybe not here. I'll do it for Facebook, like when I'm giving away the prize patrol, I'll definitely do it because everybody here that comments, you all are good with that. But it's those people that aren't here that concerns me. So I hope that makes sense. Now let's do prize patrol. I remembered. Is there anything else that I need to do? So we're going to spin the wheel now for our usual prize patrol. And I'm going to show it to you as soon as I pull it up. This I will always do here, but the other, I think I'm going to spin the wheel privately and just give first name, last name. And you'll just have to trust that I spin the wheel and I put everyone's name in. Okay, so for last week's Facebook Live, I have everybody's name in here. And there's my garage light. And where's the card? So this is the card that I made a few weeks ago. It was my sample, and someone had already won the other one. I think it was Sandy Allman. I haven't seen her here tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't give those details. Before I spin this wheel, the details, Paula Bringman, are, yes, it's $39, which includes shipping in the United States. You get 4 designs. So, and you make 2 of each design. So that's 8 cards. Registration opened on March 6th, and it closes this coming Friday, St. Patty's Day, March 17th. And then my orders, I calculate everything and what I need to order. And on Saturday and then on Monday, the order gets placed into Stampin' Up. I once it gets shipped to me, I cut everything, I sort everything, I package everything, and it will be out the door by March 28th. Yes, March 28th is when it's out the door. That's when you get the PDF tutorial with videos. You get a video for each card. If you would like to, you can please email me here. This email, you can take a snapshot, but it's also in the description, abay@thepaperpavilion.com. I hope that helps. Or you can just send a message here and I'll answer your question here and put my email address later on when I'm checking comments. Okay. I hope that helps. So let me get the spin the wheel for this card. This is comments and shares from last week. Karen Heininger. Congratulations, Karen. I have your address because Karen is on my team. So Karen, congratulations. I know you're usually here. I didn't see you here tonight, or maybe I missed you, but you are the winner of tonight's card for your comments last week. So thank you. And I'll be getting that in the mail. I think we are good for tonight. Again, I'll just bring back the card, and somebody here tonight that has been commenting and sharing, you're all going into the same drawing on that wheel of names next week, and somebody will win this card. You know what I've also been doing a little bit of lately is putting a little something on the back too. Not just my logo, but like a little flower or something, like die cut. I've been doing it on the back too. I've just been trying to wow these things up. Oh, by the way, for anyone who's interested in the April kit to go, Heather and I decided that we are going to skip April for the card kit to go. I am still going to be doing something, and I'm going to do something different, but we are in a transition with Stampin' Up! With catalogs and new things coming in and new things going out, and we're not really sure what we want to use and what we'll have enough of, because once a catalog starts to go away, we get close to things running on low inventory, so we're not 100% sure. So we're going to skip April, and we'll come back to you in May with the card kit to go that we're collaborating on. However, next Tuesday, I will be announcing my April kit, which will be WOW cards. That kit will be, you won't get 8 cards because you'll get WOW cards. You'll get 2 WOW cards and 2 regular cards. And then you always get a little treat. And that's the other thing I forgot to mention, is that all my kit to goes, you always get a little something, a little treat with a little tag or a little card or a little box or something. There's always something in there for you as a thank you. So if you're interested in WOW cards, not keepsake cards. Many of you here have seen me create those keepsake cards that take us 2 hours to do them here. They're not going to be 2 hour, one card where it takes 2 hours. It will be 4 cards. 2 will be WOW cards. So they will be that wow factor. And you'll also get a little bit of product too. You'll get a ribbon, you'll get an embellishment, you'll probably get a half or a quarter pack of paper, depending on, the cost of things. So you're going to get, at least in this kit, $15 worth of product. And then the rest is all consumable, and the price will include shipping. Same thing, only this one is going to be my standalone project for April. And we'll see how you guys like that. And then Heather and I will be back in May with our collaboration kit to go. Okay. So anyway, I'm really grateful for all of you being here and asking questions and sharing and commenting. And I will be back with you next Tuesday. Today's the 14th. What's that? The 21st. I'll be back here next Tuesday, the 21st. So since this kit to go closes out on Friday, my kit to go, deadline to register is the 17th, which is Friday. And since it closes out on Friday, when I come back to you on Tuesday, I will be announcing the winner of the drawing for all those that participated in my March kit to go. And that person will be getting this pack of cards that I just showed you. All right. So again, thank you again for sticking with me, and I'll see you next Tuesday, March 21st, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.